Now I'm counting on these sheep because I can't fucking sleep, and I'm writing down these words as if it's words I speak, in the form of a scream into my pillow, of the ripping of paper. Put the sheets to bed between my toes, and if it wasn't 4 a.m., I'd call you on the telephone. I would love or hate to wake you, but you've always got a busy day tomorrow. Same. So in your stead, I've invited walls to take a break, walk down my halls, so they can be the ones to run their gray hands and tips across my freshly painted, flesh-toned surface. And I hope they leave their prints, especially where the light dims. It'd be a nice touch, and this place could use some decoration. I was led to believe I had found permanence with these things, like a mouth from which I sing, or the skin that shines bling bling. And my legs do climb the steps to where my mind would like to get, and it seems so effortless. But as years make combs up on my shoulders, it dawns on me I'm getting older. More appropriately, all the world's Wendy's are living in reality. A mouth it tries, but there is no sound. The skin grows lines in a natural frown. And so we paint the smiles on our faces, with reds and maroons past lips in their places. And with a needle's entry I'll erase the time. Play God, put the bright back in my eyes. Years from now the guilt will fade on an ambiguous face, and I'll melt it all off, all the skin, keep it in buckets stored next to the gin, so I can see what's within, and find that all I needed was a heart transplant. There has been a diary of eyes and ears, and things I wish I feared. Like while I sit in this state of still, the future edges near. But I don't agree. I have chased that thing you see, and every second, minute, hour, day I've gotten to has run away. Every second, minute, hour, day, pow, that once was future has changed to now. That's when I took a seat and stopped trying to catch that pretty future thing. I can't rush or run quite fast enough. So as I said, I stopped, then looked to the left. I prefer the left. I have a debilitating fear of things existing to my right. And there was Now right by my side. So here I sit with Now on this couch of mine, and it's looking fine, fine, fine tonight. It did its hair the way I like. So I'm proposing a question, a deep one for those who'd like to hear. I was wondering, what would happen if you just poured a bucket of ants off the Empire State Building? And I suppose that name suggests some tall building, and I suppose there are taller, but if I or you or I, are to be throwing a large number of ants off of any building, I'd like it to be in New York City while doing it. Back to the question. I mean, they're just so light. I suppose there are multiple options to consider here. I should stop saying suppose so much. Would they die on the way just from shiver and fright? Would they blow all around in the air, wind taking them here or there even? And what if they land in somebody's hair and think to themselves in the way that ants do? This is karma at its finest. Look at what it's given you. Or if they are to die, would they think of the Queen in unfailing dedication? What will she do if I am not there to rebuild what we've built when some kid comes along with a bomb for a foot, turns our home into the dirt and sand that skins a baseball field? Anyway, it's just something I wanted to get off my chest. In my current situation, I've had a lot of time to think about it, and I thought it best to spill it now, because the ground is looking very near. I suppose. Hands move counterclockwise. Fade to black. You know that diary of eyes I was talking about? Well, the authors are a little frustrated. Apparently they're thinking about throwing it out the window, just to see if it could fly. After all, it'd give the wind something to blow against when you're this high off the ground. I've had some close contact with this book, and I suspect that when the book takes flight with its hardcover wings, it will not make a sound. Also, the letters and pages aboard this short flight won't put up resistance, won't put up a fight. They'll be brave little passengers, hold a steady shape, so a passing-by witness can read their mistakes. Casualties marked by a pen of red, not by gravity or the ground itself, but by a stranger hand instead. My dog is afraid of all the trespassers, and looks as if he might have spent too long in the tanning bed. White rims and a little thin, so he's down there and you're up here, and I don't think I've ever seen you look so sad. Red rims, same old thin. Sporting a half-hearted, two-fingered handhold, and those freckles that I've loved so much. But the lack of squeeze gives me a lack of ease, and the whole thing makes me want to take my dog out, with a long, long leash, take him to that house by the beach, where he used to get long, long walks. I know that'd cure his blues, but as for you, it's better that you stay asleep. There's been a rendering, and it's been drawn quite accurately, as a matter of factly, even tactfully. Dream last night. It begins. I'll throw you a line, and on the hook there's a lie. But who could come clean with clean diction, when the better part of things is fiction? Shut up, don't tell me the truth. I mean, taking the facts that you read from your books, but I'm fucking bored out of my mind. I'd rather go blind with myself in my mind than hear all those things that don't have room to relax. Facts, facts, facts. Bend your lines to relax. Get into that gray area, and while it may not be your stay area, you could just pass through, maybe on vacation for one. And with a slow motion thrust of the arm, the streets blend into one. With that, there is no point A or B or Z or me or you, and what outweighs the why and who, and everything will be okay, I know I do. But still, sometimes a heave and a hoe, and a chest that moves to and fro, in a heavier state of mind or lung, where your face transforms to memory in a frame that is hung.